Hi everyone, it's Jen on the go. Welcome back to this channel. Happy New Year, happy 2023. I really miss you guys and I miss uploading regularly on YouTube. Today's video is an update video, vlog style, while I give you a little tour of the town I live in, which is Celebration, Florida. So yeah, if you're interested, stay with me because I'm starting this vlog right now. Okay, let's go. Before I begin this little vlogging tour of Celebration, I want to acknowledge that this channel hit 20,000 subscribers. That is a big deal, and I thank all of you who support this channel and stayed with me even through my absence. 20,000 subscribers is not lost on me. I'm humbled, I'm a little dumbfounded, and I'm so grateful. So cheers to the new year and to everyone's evolution and growth in 2023. I'm going to walk you guys to Market Street, which is where the downtown of Celebration is. It's so cute. But on our way, we're taking this street, which is called Mulberry Street. It truly is one of my personal favorites in Celebration. We have an area here, it's a park, and it's called Savannah Square. It's very quaint, quiet, and serene. So if you're ever in Celebration and want a quiet place to sit, this is the spot, Savannah Square. I'm going to turn you around this way. You'll see this whole row of townhomes on Mulberry Street that mimic the townhomes that are in London. Just in case you don't know, Celebration, Florida was founded in 1996 by the Walt Disney World Company. Disney does not own this town anymore, but the essence of Disney is definitely still here. As we continue walking down Mulberry Street, we are making our way to Water Street, another pretty street. And honestly, every single street in Celebration is so pretty. We're gonna cross the street here and go over the bridges, which are all curved. And these bridges were made to look like Amsterdam. And you'll be able to see right here, it does kind of give you that Amsterdam vibe. Let me lift you up a little bit. Look how pretty. And these bridges go all the way down the center of town on both ends. You can see right here, and then there's a golf course at the very end, but it's again so serene, pretty, and really so perfectly and strategically built, aesthetically speaking. We're continuing to walk down Water Street until we get to Market Street, which is straight ahead. We're very close to the edge of the water here, and on occasion you will see an alligator just lurking just at the edge of the water. Kind of creepy when that happens. So here we go, we are approaching Market Street. On the corner to the right, we're going to come up on it. You're going to see Celebrations Bank, which is the Bank of America. It's one of many banks here, but this is the main bank. Now we are approaching Market Street, which is the downtown of Celebration. Let me give you a better shot this way. So pretty. If you look straight ahead, that is the Christmas tree that has not been taken down yet, but there you go, you got a little glimpse of it. A Christmas Celebration is truly magical, right out of the storybooks. It snows downtown, there's an ice skating rink. And right here is Market Street. This is a great little deli called the Cornerstone. It's pretty simple, but you can get a great sandwich, a great cup of coffee, and they're famous for their beignets, which are an exact copycat of the beignets in New Orleans on Bourbon Street, so that's pretty cool. As we are strolling down Market Street, where this cobblestone is right here in the front, this is where the ice skating rink was. That was, of course, made out of plexiglass, but it did the job and it looked real, so that was kind of fun. Now we're walking down and you'll see the brightly colored buildings. A lot of these are stores and gift shops. Across to here is a bakery and a souvenir shop. And again, here's the Christmas tree. And this is just a little gift shop, not a little gift shop, it's quite a big gift shop that sells a lot of things in addition to Christmas items. I'll take you in real quick for a quick peek. Yeah, I'm so happy Christmas is over. What about you guys? But anyway, it does attract a lot of tourists. And there's a lot of pretty things in that store. So all this walkway here is just full of other stores. Here's the Christmas tree before she is taken down in all of her glory. That was really fun. And again, it snowed in Celebration every night. It was lit up, of course. And then here's the rest of the walkway. There are restaurants to the left and to the right. A great little pizza place where you can grab one slice at a time. And yeah, so pretty soon all of the cars will be back here able to park and drive down Market Street, but they really did shut it off for the holidays. So here it is. Again, all the buildings are so pretty and pastel, and some of them are bright, and there's a look from the back. Just really pretty, right? Let me turn you guys back around. There's the pizza shop I was talking about. On the corner to the right here is a breakfast place, kind of a diner type of style. And to the left is a really nice Italian restaurant called Reggiano's. It's fine dining. Sometimes I'll go have breakfast here with my hubby, but not lately. And yeah, so straight away, as you can see, is the lake. This is the main lake in Celebration and the place where everyone comes to congregate. You can see there are rocking chairs. A lot of people sit on the steps. This is where a lot of tourists come to look at the alligator and just to chill with their cup of coffee. Sometimes I'll come down here with my sketchbook to create and sometimes just ponder. There's a sign in Celebration and it has to be here because a lot of tourists come to this town and unfortunately they feed the alligators, and when they do that, the alligators are really used to being fed, so when that happens they come right here to the edge, and it could be a problem because there's a lot of little kids, which is pretty dangerous. So when the alligators do come to the edge and they kind of camp out, alligator hunters have to come and retrieve them from this lake and get rid of them. So it's unfortunate because if people would just stop feeding them, there wouldn't be a problem. If I can find an alligator, I will definitely zoom in and show you one. Okay, we're gonna keep walking. Here you will find a couple more restaurants, another view of the lake. So if you're ever in Celebration and you want a fabulous place to stay, I recommend that hotel, which is called the Celebration Hotel. We are going to grab a cup of coffee real quick and then I'm going to give you some updates. Now I'm gonna find a quiet place to sit, hopefully at the Celebration Hotel. Okay, I'm taking a quick little coffee break. I had to go to Starbucks because I was starving and I didn't eat breakfast at home. Have you guys ever had these egg white bites from Starbucks? Please tell me you have. They are my favorite, delicious, pretty low in calories too. So I tend not to eat at Starbucks. I'm trying to save my money and not spend money on things like this, but I had to do it. In my last video, I disclosed that I lost my job after over 10 years of full-time employment with this company. They downsized and got rid of the program that I was working on. So unfortunately, my role, in fact, the whole department was completely eliminated. So where I stand today is, guess what? I still don't have a job. So my update on that is I'm still not employed. It's kind of a bummer. Job hunting is definitely not for the faint of heart. It is a grind, it is competitive, it's disappointing. I'm starting to get a little bummed out, a little worried, maybe concerned is the better word. I also know it's a numbers game. The more I throw out there, the more likely something will come back to me. So I need to get a little more aggressive than I already have been. I can tell you this, and I know you can relate. Life's hard. And I know everyone needs to look at the positives, and I need to be thankful for what I do have. But I wasn't expecting a year like I had last year. But then again, whoever expects it, right? I really hope and pray that things turn around. And if you're in a hard spot, I hope and pray that your situation turns around for you as well, because look, we are all in this together. By the way, if you notice that my fingernails are purple, it's because I used a purple hair mask on my hair and they're permanently stained, so my fingernails aren't dirty, they're just purple. Oh, I just noticed that. Anyway, where were we? I really need to be more consistent in uploading on YouTube because I am monetized, and when you're uploading, you're making money. Even though I'm not going to be talking about Instacart any longer or the gig economy, I'm hoping that my new content, which will be a blend of everything, will eventually gain some traction and more views. So in order for me to make money on YouTube, I have to be consistent, and I haven't been. So yeah, I need to change that. And when you're not in the right mindset, and last year I can tell you I wasn't, you lose your desire, or at least I lost my desire. So I'm getting that back. And again, I just want to thank you all for being here as I start this new YouTube channel of whatever content I'm going to create, but I'm happy that you're here. This is the backside of the Celebration Hotel. We are now on a walking path which will take you all around Celebration and around the several lakes that are in Celebration. If you continue to go straight, there's a wooden bridge, and then beyond the bridge is a lake, and then another lake after that. There's something new to explore around every corner, and I'm not kidding. This is again the backside of the main lake. I'm looking for alligators as I film, because if I see one, I'm gonna zoom in. Usually I do if I look hard enough. So isn't this so pretty? Let's keep walking. The sidewalks are really wide And again, very safe, takes you around the whole town. Okay, let's keep walking. I'm looking for alligator as I walk. All right, I'm gonna find a place to perch and finish chatting with you guys. A lot of you have been asking how my sister Leslie is doing. She is fighting ovarian cancer. She went into full remission after the first round of chemotherapy, and she stayed in remission for several months. Then it came back, and now she is undergoing chemotherapy once again. The side effects of chemotherapy have been brutal, but she is a trooper and she is fighting this, and her CA-125 number continues to go down once again. So for the second time, we are hopeful and optimistic that she is going to be put back into remission again, where we hope she stays. So next week, for the first time ever, we are having a sister trip, just the four of us. My sister Leslie is going to fly into where I live with my other sister. They both are from Chicago. They're going to fly into Orlando. I'm going to pick them up. We're going to have a beautiful night here. And then the next day, we are going to drive to the fourth sister's house. She lives in Palm Beach, and we are going to have the most fabulous time together. We are going to an art studio where the four of us are going to paint together. So excited. We've never done this before. And you know, when someone gets sick, it really puts life into perspective. You realize that time isn't limitless, and that everyone has an expiration date, whether you have cancer or not. So rather than wait any longer, we're having an overdue long sisters weekend. I'm really excited because I am going to vlog this weekend with my sister's permission, of course, and put that video here on YouTube when the trip is over for all of you to see. So I'm excited. We'll show you our art, we'll show you what we do, we'll show you our dinner, our lunch. My sister will be about 6 days post chemo, so we're not sure how well she'll be feeling. And if she's not feeling well, of course, we'll be doing a lot of just resting and sitting on the sofa, which is great too. So we're optimistic that she's going to make the trip, and I will certainly keep all of you informed and again vlog it, provided the trip does happen. But she is adamant that she is getting on that airplane, even if she has to be carried onto the airplane, and making it down to Florida for our sister's trip. She's doing well. Her positive attitude in fighting this cancer is truly unmatched. So I really am excited to share a little piece of her and our trip with all of you. I'm still at the lake on the other side of the Celebration Hotel, and as you can see behind me, we've got some gator action. I have to turn this camera and show you. I actually was startled when I saw this critter. Okay, so here's the little guardrail, which you can see the big slats, so it's not really that secure. But here's this little guy, or should I say big guy. He's just hanging out right at the water's edge. Kind of looks like he's staring, very creepy. Minding his own manners, I guess. So there's this little guy. So then as I walk, you can see right there in the water, right there, excuse my blue nails, is another one. Oh, he's pretty long. So there you have it, two right next to each other. This guy though, oh, I have the chills. Let's just back away from this area, but yep, you have to be careful around the gators. If you ever do make it to Celebration, which I hope you do, there's a great restaurant here called the Columbia Restaurant. It has an incredible atmosphere. It's authentic Spanish food, and there's such a vibe in there, and they make a delicious margarita, just saying. So if you ever have an opportunity to come, I recommend hitting the Columbia Restaurant. Honestly, so fun. One of the great benefits of living in Celebration are all the private amenities that only residents of Celebration are privy to, which are all of the swimming pools and the workout facilities. So I'm going to take you to one of the pools so that you can see. Because Celebration is the town that was built by Disney, it attracts a lot of visitors from all over the world. So often it's pretty crowded. And because it does get crowded at times, it really is nice that there are designated areas for residents of Celebration only. So I'm going to show you one of those areas. In Celebration at this lake, you will always find fishermen and fisherwomen here. You're able to fish here as long as you throw the fish back in. There are a couple of fishermen right over here. I actually love walking and talking to the fishermen. Of course, my first question is, did you see any gator? Did you see any snakes? I'm such a wimp, but who wouldn't be, right? Anyway, these fishermen are not afraid to get to the edge of the water. I would be really afraid. How about you guys? Okay, so as these guys are fishing, I'm going to zoom in a little bit. You can see right, I don't know if you can see it. Another alligator just cruising through the water. I stumbled upon two of these fishermen and they're so nice, they're letting me film. What are you guys fishing for?
Bass.
Are you catching any?
I literally just broke off into one right there in the water. That's what I'm trying. I rehooked it.
What about the snakes and alligator? Are you afraid of them? Okay, let's see what you're fishing with. Will you show?
Yeah, if we can get one out of here.
What is it?
They're called shiners.
What are shiners?
These are the small ones. These are just a type of trash fish that the
bottom feeders,
yeah.
live bait.
Got one.
Let's see. Okay, he got one. Okay, they
Oh,
look like
man.
little sardines.
Almost.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, got one. Aha.
And they range in size.
We
Okay.
just do it for sport.
Do you guys live in Celebration?
No, we live in Davenport.
Okay,
I live in Davenport.
that's pretty
I live in
close.
Kissimmee.
Nice. All right. I'm gonna watch you cast.
Alrighty.
Okay guys, we have good news. What's your first name?
Adam.
Adam.
Yep.
Show everybody what you caught.
So here's a largemouth bass.
Wow, it's actually really pretty.
Yep.
Look at the red.
This goes, well, his fin comes up like that, so it's actually comes up like this.
Wow, how big is that
It's
fish?
probably about 2.5.
Hey, congrats, that's
Oh.
awesome. They were so nice. Here you can see some cyclers on the path. There's always activity around the lake. So now we are going to Celebration. This is called Lakeside Park, and this is a resident only area. I have my key, so I'm gonna swipe us in and I'm gonna show you guys one of the pools. Before I bring you guys to the pool, this is a great little area. They'll have concerts here on the pavement, some bands, some food trucks, some parties, and yeah, so this is it. And then there's lights strung everywhere, so at night it really is beautiful. Okay, let's go to the pool. Sorry, I slammed the gate. Hi, how are you? Is this swim team today? Oh, nice. That's right. Okay, so Celebration has their own swim team. So it's still open for residents, but here you see these lanes are closed off for practice. But this is one of the heated pools, and normally there aren't a lot of people here, but I just hit it where now there's a swim team practice. So there you go. But again, this is a heated pool. They have an AstroTurf area and then a huge shaded umbrella. You really can't come to the pool in the summertime without being in the water, let's be honest. But yeah, this is one of the pools. All right, I'm gonna find one more place to sit that's quiet. Bear with me, one sec. Another amenity for residents in Celebration are all of the tennis courts that they have. To play tennis here, even though it is open, you still have to show your Celebration resident card, but it's kind of nice. They're very pretty. I have played tennis here a couple times. Definitely not good at it, but it's fun. But the tennis courts go all the way back. Another update that I've never shared on this channel is regarding my husband. I never talk about my husband on this channel because I'm very protective and I want to keep him protected. My husband was diagnosed with a pretty rare neurological disorder called cerebral amyloid angiopathy. This is a progressive neurological disease that gets worse over time. Just to give you the simplest definition of CAA, it's sporadic brain bleeds that lead to cognitive decline. There is no treatment, there is no cure. There are only things that he can avoid that could result in making the brain bleeds worse. So as a result of his diagnosis, there has been a cognitive decline. I'm just putting it out there because if I'm going to truly be my authentic self, this is something I wanted to share, and for my own purposes, and then in hopes of helping anyone out there that is also going through something like this. It's not been easy. It's frustrating as a spouse and as caregiver because I can't fix him. And he gets extremely frustrated with his lack of recall and cognitive decline, and it's sad to see. So all I can do, and I'm happy to do it, is continue to support him, to be his rock, to be his cheerleader. But I can tell you this, it's not without frustration and anxiety. When you read about CAA, it's pretty troubling. So we try to stay away from that and just focus on the day-to-day. But because of this, I feel like everything's on me. And if you talk to him, you'd say, oh my gosh, he's so funny and witty, and he's a character. He's definitely a character. But there are other things going on behind the scenes. So yeah, I'm here to share my real story with all of you, because everybody is going through something. No one knows what the future holds, but it is scary when you have a diagnosis like this looming over your head, in addition to what my sister's going through. So anyway, I wanted to share those updates, but I'm excited to be back. I'm excited you guys are all with me. I definitely want to do more of these vlog style videos. The next video I do put up, again, will be of my sister trip, of us painting and of us just being together. And I'm excited to share that part of my life with you as well, provided they'll let me, but I'm gonna work on them. So yeah, I certainly didn't share these updates with you to be a downer or to bring anyone down. But again, this is my story, this is my life. And if I'm going to be back on YouTube, I want to be able to show you guys the real. Some of it's great, some of it's not so great, but you know what? That's okay, that's life. If you watched this video, thank you. I'm excited to see you guys in my next video. Please take care of yourselves, and I'll see you soon.